Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna be showing you guys how to create this awesome e-commerce website with WordPress, Elementor and Woocommerce, and everything is gonna be free for this tutorial. Okay, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to create such a nice footer, that's looking like this. I'm gonna show you guys how to add your brand partners, how to add some nice layouts to your website. I'm going to be showing you guys how to create such a nice header whereby people can come and search for products. Maybe, for example, if I search for something like maybe campus, or if I search for something like shoe, then everything's going to get displayed like this. I'm going to be showing you guys, most of all, how to use the e-commerce plugin that is called Woocommerce. I'm going to be showing you guys how to add this really nice looking sidebar where you can filter by price, where you can have a cut in the left sidebar, some attributes, some categories, a featured product. I'm going to be showing you guys how to add these variations onto your shop section. So you have a black shoe plus all the sizes that you offer, the ratings and the prices, the price discounts, everything. I'm going to be showing you step by step without missing anything. Okay, now if you take a look, for example, at the product page, right now it looks really clean, and I'm so proud of this. Now if you take a look, we have a title, some ratings, the prices, the fonts are looking clean. I'm going to be showing you guys how to select some good fonts that you can use on your website. Okay, I'm going to be showing you guys, if you find a font on the internet, what can you do to get it. Okay, now I'm also going to be showing you guys how to have such a clean display of the description. So you can check out the description using this plus and minus icons. You can view the additional information. You can also check out the reviews. So for example, I commented right here, left a review. I'll be like, this is a great product, so people can actually see that this is a 5-star product. Okay, when people buy the items, they're going to be able to leave reviews on your product. Okay, now this is a variable product because I've shown you that someone can select a black shoe, they can select size 6, they can select, for example, 4 pairs, they can add them to the cart, and once they added to the cart, someone can right click or click view cart and they will be redirected to the cart page. The cart page really looks clean, looks professional, and easy to navigate. So while here, they can still add more products, for example, like this, or they can still remove any products or quantities that they do not like. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to offer discounts, how to add coupons. So in case someone has a coupon, they can just type it in here and they get a discount. I'm going to be showing you guys everything in detail. Okay, now when you take a look at a single product, I'm going to be showing you guys different types of products you can create with Woocommerce. From a very simple product to a downloadable product. In case you're selling a PDF, you may be selling a music file, you may be selling a theme or plugin, anything, for as long as it's a digital product. I'm going to be showing you guys how to create that. Now it's still the same thing, although a simple product does not have for example, the blacks and the reds that I just showed you. You can only add quantities. For example, if someone buys wants to buy 4 clips, they can easily add that to the cart. Okay, now without any further ado, I need to start showing you guys how to set up everything in case you don't want to pay for hosting even or a domain name. I'm going to be showing you a way whereby you can develop this website, host it on your local computer or local machine. Then you can even share these links with some of your friends. Okay, and the site will look live. Okay, and if you're interested in moving it online, once you feel comfortable or once you're ready, you can still do that. Okay, so let's get started. Now, the first thing that should come to your mind when you're developing or you want to create a website is where you're going to store your website files. Okay, now there are 2 ways we can handle WordPress websites. First, you can host them locally on your computer, by using this software that I highly recommend. It's called Local WP. Okay, and once you come to this website, for example, if you search for it on Google, Local WP, the very first website that shows up is the one you click. Okay, and all you have to do once you're at this website is to click download, choose your operating system that you need, and fill in your name. And when you click get it today, it's gonna start downloading. Okay, so if I'm to fill in these and I choose maybe something like other, and I click get it now, it's gonna start downloading immediately. All right, but I already have a copy of this, so you can just click save. And once it's done, you only need to double click it from right here, open it up, and start working. Okay, and once you open up local WP, it's gonna look sort of like this. So you can click this plus sign to create a new website. But I'm not gonna go through all that because I've created an in-depth tutorial about setting up local WP and all the ins and outs. So once you're at Google, maybe what you can come and do here is say local WP Enoch Mueve. All right, and this first tutorial that shows up that I did 2 weeks ago is how to host a WordPress website on your computer using local WP. It's really a good option if you just want to work fast. If you don't have internet, if you just want to work fast on your computer, then later migrate the website online. Okay, but now if you need to the other option, which is number 2, where you need to buy a domain name and hosting. Okay, probably I need to show you guys right now how to buy a domain name and how to buy hosting, because the hosting space is where your website files are going to be stored, where, for example, if you have any audio files or any video files, text files, all those are going to be stored on hosting. Okay, and we're going to be using Hostinga, which is one of the very best hosting platforms. It's extremely fast. I've never had any issues with it, and I've left a link in the description where you're gonna get a big percentage off your purchase, so you can check that out, and you'll be able to also get a free domain on that purchase. Okay, but I'm gonna show you everything how you can buy a domain from Hostinga and link it together with the hosting. Okay, so let's get started and do that. All right, so head over to hostinga.com and hit the login button, and once you're here, you can select the Google button to automatically sign you in into Hostinga even though you don't have an account. Okay, so I've signed in right here, and once you sign in, it's gonna lead you to this page. And when you're here under hosting, if you have to click hosting and check out the hosting plans they offer. They offer 3 different hosting plans, but I usually like to go with the middle tier, the middle one, which is called premium web hosting. Kind of offers 100 websites, 100 subdomains, and all some other, a whole bunch of other features that I really like. So I'll select that. Then you can select either 48 months, 24, 12, or even 1 month. And for this case, I'll be going for 1 month, since this is just for demo purposes only. Yeah, so I'll select 1 month, and once I'm happy with that, I'll just choose a payment method. And once that's done, you gotta select a payment method that you want to use. I'll be using MasterCard, but you guys can use GPay, PayPal, or any other option that you're fine with. So I've filled in my card and I'm gonna hit pay now. Okay, and once I've paid now, all I have to do is to click this setup button, and I start setting up my hosting sort of configuration information. Okay, so hit setup, and it's gonna lead you to this page where you can start, setting up your hosting. So click start now. Who are you creating the website for? You can select I'm creating for myself. Who's creating? I'll be building the website myself. The type of website that you want to build, it's gonna be business. So do you need help? Probably yes, if you're a beginner. And once you've selected that, it's gonna lead you to this page where you can create your new website, or if you already have a website from another hosting company, you can migrate it over to Hostinga. So I'm gonna create a new website, and I'm gonna select the WordPress button, on the right and click select WordPress. Okay, and right here I'm gonna need to add a password and an email that I'll be using to log into my WordPress website. Okay, so I'm just gonna type it in here. Remember that you have to remember this password that you create, and once you're done, just hit continue. They're gonna ask you to add these plugins to your website, but you may not really need them, so I'll just disable those and hit continue. Yeah, then they'll ask you the look. Basically they're telling you to select a theme, but I'll just select this first one in the corner. And right now they're going to ask you to buy domain name, or if you have an existing domain. So let's just buy a new one, since you guys may not be having already domains. So I'll just select buy domain and type in here in the search box the domain name that I would want. So you guys can type in one for your business, and you see the domains that Hostinger has for you. Yeah, so you can hit search once you're done typing the name, and to display a bunch of extensions. So you can see .cloud, .info, .shop. So I'm looking for something really cheap, since this is a demo tutorial. I'm gonna scroll through these. So there's .store, .tech, .site. You can even view more extensions that these guys have. .fun. Yeah, so there are a bunch of extensions that you guys can go through. But for this tutorial, I think I'll buy this second one on the downer list. Yeah, .cloud. Yeah, and I'll purchase it for 1 year. Yeah, which is okay with me, and I'll just complete the payment. Okay, so I'm gonna process, and says the payment was successful, so I'm gonna hit next. Yeah, so the other forms here that can basically fill in your personal information. Yeah, and once you're done, Hostinger will finish up the setup really quickly, and you just have to click finish setup and you'd be good to go. So once the setup is finished, Hostinger will install the WordPress, and right now you can click on this edit website, and it will lead you straight into your WordPress dashboard, and you start creating your website. Another way to log into WordPress that I have to show you is to add this extension of WP admin at the end of your domain name. Yeah, and it will lead you to this login page where you can type in your email that we just configured in a few minutes ago, then also the password that you set. Yeah, so you can go ahead and type in your email, then add your password, and all you have to do is to click login. Okay, and once you're here, you can decide to save these passwords in Google Chrome, and you can start working on your website. Okay, so when you're signed into WordPress, the very first thing that you're gonna see is this dashboard and welcome to WordPress page. Okay, and I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of in and out of this page and everything so that you're familiar. But if you already used WordPress before, this is gonna be really easy for you. And if you haven't used WordPress before and you still really need to understand everything what's going on here with the dashboard, posts, media, pages, comments, appearance, plugins, settings, and everything, I also created a tutorial for you guys. So if you come to my channel, and there is a video right here that says WordPress dashboard tour, where I go over the details of how everything works together in the back end. Okay, yeah, but with time you develop the in and outs of where this setting is. If I want to do this, what can I do? If I want to do this, what can I do? And this tutorial is going to be one of those tutorials that help you with that. Okay, so now let's get started. One thing that I like to do once I'm here is to dismiss this, and I also don't want to look at the site health status, quick draft, and all that stuff. So what I would rather do is I would come under here, screen options, then uncheck all these one by one, and I remove them. Then once I'm done, I'm gonna click screen options to take it back up. Okay. Now the next thing that I like to do is to install a theme. Yeah, because what a theme does, for example, if you were to take a look at our site, let me close out anything else because of that tabs. If I'm to look at our site, so I hover over here, then right click and visit, you see that it has this default WordPress 6.42 welcome page. Yeah, and we did create this. Yeah, so our goal is to develop the e-commerce website that I showed you guys in the introduction. Okay, but one thing that I like to do first is to install a theme, because when you hover over appearance on your left side and click on themes, you will notice that there are a bunch of themes that come with WordPress by default. You have the 2022, 2023, and 2024, but we need a new theme that's gonna suit our e-commerce project. Okay, so what I do here is I click on add new theme, and once I'm here, I'm gonna search for a theme. Yeah, so there are a bunch of themes, and I'm gonna show you guys the effect a theme has on a website, but the one we'll be using for this tutorial is called Blocksy. All right, so here is Blocksy. So you can preview it. So if you click preview, you can preview how everything works. But at this stage where there are no images, where there's nothing, it's really hard to tell what is going on. Yeah, but I'll just install it right now. And once the installation is done, I'm gonna click on activate. So when you click activate, this activates the theme, yeah, in WordPress. All right, so now you see now it has been changed. This was the one that was on, but now we have this Blocksy theme. Okay, so if you take a look still at our website, how everything is looking, probably not much has changed. Yeah, we don't have a menu yet, so telling us to create a menu, but we're gonna create everything. Okay, so now the next thing that I like to do after here is to create the plugins. Okay, I mean not creating but adding the plugins. Yeah, what is a plugin? Now a plugin is basically some extra or extended functionality that you can give to your website. Okay, so in this case, as you guys can see, our website is bare, it's blank, but we need to add some e-commerce functionality. And to do that, we need to install some e-commerce plugins that have some functionality that can help us build the e-commerce store. Okay, and the best one that we can use is Woocommerce for WordPress. Okay, now to install a plugin, all you have to do is to hover over plugins, then click add new plugin. All right, and while we're here, let's install Woocommerce first. I'm gonna search for Woocommerce. Okay, I'll close this. So Woocommerce appears, so I'm gonna click install. This is gonna help you create the online store and manage products and orders. Then the next thing that maybe we need to install, when we've created the WooCommerce store, we need to handle payments. Yeah, so we need another plugin for that. So that would be WooCommerce PayPal payments. And there are so many payment methods that you can't exhaust them. Almost every region or country in this world has its own payment gateways. Yeah, so if you hear one that you're familiar with in your country, probably you can just come and search about it. Yeah, for example, if you have Stripe in your country, you may still find that Stripe is available here for WooCommerce. So you can install now and activate it to integrate it with your website. Simple as that. Okay, now let's install another plugin, for example Elementor. And Elementor is one of the best page builder plugins, and what it does, it helps you create, manipulate, and do some stuff with your website. Okay, as you guys are gonna see, lets you add images, add text, add this, add videos. I'm gonna be showing you guys how to use Elementor. Okay, Now we need another plugin called Elements Kit. Why do we need Elements Kit? Let me see if it's down here. Yeah, so we have one here called Elements Kit. So I'm gonna click install. Okay, now there are some add-ons that come with Elements Kit, yeah, that Elementor, the free version, does not offer. Yeah, so we'll install Elements Kit to get those features that Elementor Pro offers. Yeah, and you guys are gonna see where this comes in handy, because the reason I'm installing this plugin is to create a footer. Let me show you. Is to create a footer that looks sort of like this. Let me just copy this link right here and paste and go, and you guys take a look at what I'm trying to say. All right, it's trying to send me into the back end, but I don't really need that. Let me just drag this page over here and I show you. Now to create such a footer, yeah, without Elements Kit, you need to buy an Elementor Pro version. Okay, so this is what they call an Elements Kit add-on. Yeah, it helps you create such a footer without you paying for Elementor Pro. And there are so many other features that Elements Kit offers for free, whereby you don't really need to pay for Elementor Pro. Okay, and I'm trying to keep things here free and usable for learning purposes. Okay, so I'm gonna close this to the right and also close this out. And one last thing that we need to have is called the variation swatches for Woocommerce. Okay, so I'm gonna search for variation swatches for Woocommerce. Hope that's right. And what I'm gonna do is, what you see right here, no, I don't want to go with this. I think I want to go with this variation swatches for Woocommerce by Cut Flows. So I'm gonna install this. So what that helps us do, yeah, in this case, is to create variations like this. Yeah, so this shows you that the red and a black shoe. So if someone opens this up, yeah, it allows us to create such beautiful circular designs where people can select a color, then also choose a size, they can add them to the cart and do all that fancy stuff. Okay, that's where the variation swatch is coming. Yeah, so this is called a swatch, so it looks beautiful, rounded, and this is square, and I'm going to show you guys how to configure these. Okay, yeah, let's move forward. Now that we've installed all these plugins, one thing we need to do after you've installed all these plugins is to come still under plugins, then check on the installed plugins. Okay, now my internet is misbehaving, but it's back now, and these are some of the plugins that we've installed. By default, since we use Hostinger comes by default, but I always activate and deactivate it because I never really use it. And if you have any plugin that I don't use, it kind of slows down your website, so it's recommended that you always remove them. Yeah, one plugin that's not usable is not effectual, but if you have 10-50 plugins that are not being used on your website, it's gonna turn out to be slow. Okay, so let's select all these by clicking on this checkbox next to plugin, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna activate them all at once. Okay, so it's gonna take a few seconds and it activates every single plugin. Okay, so now every plugin is activated, and usually I like to turn on this auto update so that I don't have to come back every time they update the plugin and manually update them. Yeah, so there you have it. Mostly I think this is a plugin. Then these are the only plugins that we're gonna be using for this tutorial. Yeah, and in case we need any other, we just come back, install, and we move forward. Okay, so now let's get started on the next thing, which is gonna be creating our very first product. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is that I've already created the website project that you guys that we're gonna be copying right now, duplicating. So if I check it out right now, yeah, and you guys check out how it's looking. Yeah, it's looking like this. Yeah, but let's say we wanted to check out this product, and we create something similar to this. Yeah, or if we wanted to, so I'll go back and do something I'm looking for. Yes, so now we have two types of products in this store. We have this one that's called a simple product, and this other one that is called a variable product. So it has a bunch of colors: black, red, and white, and it also has some sizes that someone can select. Okay, yeah, but these two are almost created in two different ways. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna show you guys how to create these products. Yeah, but what I would like to do first, guys, don't not get confused. This is our complete website. Yeah, but I'm just showing you guys what we're gonna be creating. So I'm gonna actually move these away, and we focus on what's important. Okay, so now what we're gonna do first is to create some category. Yeah, because we're gonna be building an e-commerce store for a shoes business. Okay, so now let's go to other products, other categories. Then we start creating some categories. Okay, so now if I'm to still copy do it from the website we created, I'm going to show you why we need to create categories at this point. Okay, now take a look. So we have the kids category, women's, men's. This is a page called shop. We have accessories, we have boys, we have brands, we have girls, new arrivals, and sell. All these products, I mean, all these categories are what? Uh, uh, all these links linked to specific categories. Okay, so to do that, I'm gonna cancel this. We're gonna start creating a category. So the first category you're gonna be creating is for kids. Okay, and you can have subcategories, but I would rather keep them by default. I just fill in everything that I need to. For example, kids. I've created kids, so it shows up here. Then I'm gonna create for women's, and it's been added. I'm gonna create a men's category. I'm gonna create something for accessories. Accessories. All right, I'm gonna create something for boys, and we have brands. We have another category called for girls. Then we have another category. For example, if you have new arrivals, great. And we have another category for the products that are on sale. Yeah. Let's just keep them simple, sale, something like that. So the spellings all look great. So I'm gonna click add new category. All right, so we've added the categories. Then one other thing we need to do is we need to handle something called swatches. Okay, you guys remember swatches? Let me show you something, because I need to be slow and clear with you guys when everything is happening. So the swatches that we want to create are these circular icons, and plus these sizes. Okay, now For this store, we have shoes from size 3, 4, 5, and 6, and almost every shoe could have a different color, yeah, as you wish. Now, when we head back to, I'll close this. When we head back to our WordPress dashboard, when you head back here to the dashboard, under products, for example, let's say you click on dashboard right here, so it loads up, and once you come here and products, then you come to attributes. Okay, so what is an attribute? I'm sorry for over closing this and bringing it back, but let me show you guys something real quick as regards attributes, because this is a very, very important step. Okay, so now keep things very slow and clear. So product attribute is something like let's go back to this. Okay, I'm looking for a product that will best demonstrate that. So I guess I'll go to the shop and I'll open this up. I don't know why I like this product. Yeah, but color black, color. So the attributes have a color black, and another attribute we have for this product is size. Okay, so when you come to your dashboard for the project that you're working on, we need to create an attribute of color. Yeah, and we're going to select now this is where the variation swatches plugin comes in, the one we installed, remember guys. So you can change this to be color. I've already shown you guys the red, yellow, black, the red, browns, and the black circles just previously, a couple of seconds ago. So I want the shape to be a circle, and I want to be the size to be 36, and I'm gonna click add attribute. Okay, now the other attribute that we have for this store is shoe size. Okay, now as you guys saw, it was a label and the shape was a square, and I'm gonna also put this to 36, that they are of the same length and height as the circular buttons. Okay, so now we've created the color, we've created the shoe size, but now we need to specify what colors does our store offer. Okay, then you have to click on configure terms to add those colors. Yeah, now the first color is gonna add is black, maybe. Then you're gonna come here and select maybe a color, black, something like this. Then you add the color. Maybe the shoes are red, some of them are red, so you come to this color and select red. Maybe some of the shoes are yellow. All right, I like to start this with a capital letter. Okay, so we have yellow, and we can add this color. Maybe the shoes are brown, and what we can do is you can look for a brown shade. So you can scroll down to make things lighter or darker. Then you can start to drag just along this this color grid right here to find something that would best suit your description. Or you have a color code, you can just paste it in here. Yeah, so for example, if you found a brown color code, I don't know if they'll get me the right, but maybe if this is your color code, probably you can copy it, something like this, and paste it in here. Then it's gonna bring up that brown shade. Okay, then you can add that as a color. Yeah, so we've added 1, 2, 3, 4 colors. Okay, now that is done for the colors. Okay, but still need to go back to here under products, under attributes. Okay, and you need to handle sizes. Now as you can see, we have black, brown, red, yellow, but also we need sizes. Okay, now let's say we offer size maybe 4, We start from size 4, we offer size 5, offer maybe size 6 for the shoes, and size 8. Yeah. So you can delete this in case you made an error. You just hover over it and click delete, and that will be okay. Now the attributes are done being configured. Now it's time to create some products. Okay, now to create a new product, all you have to do is to come here under products, or on this new icon, then click on product, or under products, then click on products. Or if you're at the dashboard stage right here, you can still hover over product, then click on add new product. Okay, so now the first product that we're going to create is going to be a simple product. Okay, just to make sure that you guys are familiar with everything, just to make sure that everything is simple and it's not confusing. Okay, so now the product we're going to be creating, the very first thing that I like to do is to upload the product image first. Yeah, so I'm going to select the files, and I'm gonna come to this place where I store the files, and under products I should have this right here. It's gonna be my product image. Then the next thing I like to do on the right here is to add some photos to the gallery. Okay, yeah, so the product you're trying to create is this. Okay, so this is the product image. On the left we have the product title, the ratings, price, a description, and a long description. We have some reviews. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how to get this. Yeah, so but what I'm trying to say, down here, this is what they call a product gallery. So you're trying to add these photos down here. Okay, I hope I'm clear, guys. So now let's add some of those photos that to our product gallery, to the product gallery, sorry. Yeah, so these are the photos. So I'm going to select them by holding shift, and everything's going to upload. And once everything is done uploading, I'm just going to click on add to gallery. Okay, so now we have added this, and the next thing that we can do is to add the product title. Okay, so we add the product title, then we had a product description. Yeah, so a product description is, I'm sorry for over copying and pasting, but I think let me just copy this and I just paste it in here and I show you guys. So this is a description. Yeah, where you see this is the product description. Okay, so I'm gonna copy it and paste it right here, and I'm gonna give it a price. Maybe these are maybe 34.99, but you can also give it a sale price of, let's say, 25, maybe 24.99. okay, and you make sure that the product data, this drop down, you've selected simple product. Yeah, so a product can have a bunch of settings. You can handle inventory. It's a stock keeping unit, for example, if you need to monitor how many items are left. Yeah, so you may need to, maybe you can say, take this. You don't have to do this, by the way, but it's important when your stock grows. Yeah, and you can say that this is maybe kept 001. Yeah, stock status. You can add and track quantities. Yeah, but I'm not gonna go into that right now. Okay, you can handle the shipping. For example, if you want to add some shipping information, maybe you want to say that it's 0.01 kgs, and some customers would rather like to know this information so that they can compute their shipping and everything. So if the height, maybe it's 8, the width is 8, and the height is maybe 7. Yeah, you still need to add that. If there are shipping classes, I think I'll talk about shipping classes just later on, so that you guys will know, because this can be important. Yeah, for example, let me just actually talk about it right now. A shipping class, let's say in your shop you have some caps. Yeah, then you have some heavy items, for example, what can I say, a PS5. Yeah, and maybe you also have phones in your store. Yeah, let's say the PS5 goes for 800 bucks, and the phones, some of the phones you're selling also go for 800 bucks. Yeah, but remember that the PS5 does not weigh as much as the phone, even though the prices are the same. Yeah, so the shipping costs need to vary. Yeah, even though the products are the same, but this product is bigger and it's heavier, so you may need to create a special shipping class for such products. Okay, that's why shipping classes are important. Yeah, they're important based on your products that you're selling. Okay, then you can add some linked products. Yeah, if I'm to show you something, what a linked product is basically this. Yeah, so you can specify actually what products show up here. Yeah, so in case you have a cap here, maybe someone would be interested in buying socks, handbag, but WordPress, for this I didn't configure it, just automatically pick them out. Okay, now we've already handled the attributes, and once you look at the advanced, in the some purchase notes, I don't really tamper with these. Yeah, then at last you have a product description. Yeah, so the product show description, sorry, is the one that appears here. So you see, if I'm to copy this and paste it in right here, yeah, this is gonna be our product show description. Now we are not yet done. We have a few more steps. Yeah, so after I've filled in everything, yeah, what I like to do is to come to the right and also check it out. Okay, to see that everything is neat. Yeah, so the product images are okay, the product categories have not yet been selected, so I'm gonna select this as an accessory. Yeah, because it's not part of this, but it's an accessory. Then the tags, maybe you can add, for example, men, caps, what can I say, baseball caps, something like that. Okay, something related to the product. So these can really help with SEO. Okay, so once your product is done, you can click publish. Okay, and once you click publish, to show that your product has been published, and you can view the product. Okay, so I'll close this, and this is how our product is looking. Okay, but as you guys can see, it is totally different from what you're trying to do here on this already made website. Hold on, guys, I think I didn't copy this right, but let me copy and paste it in again. Paste and go. All right, yeah, so this is how our website is looking, our product page is looking, but now we have this blue going on. Everything doesn't look so neat. Okay, but what we are going to do, okay, is that we're gonna configure these colors. We are gonna make everything narrower, just as you can see here. Everything's gonna look narrower. We are gonna have some guaranteed safety checkouts, yeah, added just under here, and everything will look neat. But before we do that, let's create a variable product. Okay, now so I'm gonna close everything to the right. So now what I'm gonna do while I'm here, I'm gonna make sure I click update in case I made any changes and I didn't know. Okay, so everything looks cool. So let's just add one more. I'll close this. We click add new. Okay, and we're going to add a shoe, for example. This is called Campus, and the product description, guys, I'm just going to copy this and just paste it in real quick, so because I already showed you guys how to actually handle these. And I'm gonna get my product short description, throw that in here, come on, and the price, maybe the shoe is gonna be $200, and I'm gonna add a product image. Okay, and I'm gonna click on upload, select the file that I need to work with. Maybe this time around, let me select the shoe. So I'm gonna select all the images at once for that same product. Okay, and once they are uploaded, I'm gonna select this as my main product image. Then I'm gonna go to the product gallery and add these to the gallery. All right, so I've added them to the gallery, and I'm gonna add these to maybe kids shoes. Yeah, okay, I think that would be okay. Now if I can add some tags, maybe kids shoes, something like that. Kids, yeah, maybe kids wear. All those can be tags. Okay, so now this is basically looking like the product that we just created, but there's one major important thing that we need to do, is to turn this into a variable product. Okay, now when you create a variable product, the very first thing that you need to do, be careful guys here, is to go under attributes. Okay, so remember we had two attributes, we had color and size. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is, next to this add new attribute, we're gonna click on show size, but I'll remove that first because I want to add color first. I want color to be displayed first. Yeah, so we have colors. Now let's say the shoe here comes in two colors. Yeah, so we have this one that is black, and maybe it also has a red variant. Okay, now let me see if I have some images of it in red. Okay, so now I have a red shoe image that I've gotten. So we've added black and red. Okay, then we can add a shoe size attribute. Maybe let's say we have all these shoes in size 4, size 5, size 6, and maybe all sizes. So maybe I can click select all and all sizes get added. Then I click on save attributes. Okay, so now the attributes have been saved. Yeah, so now the next step we need to do is to come to variations. Yeah, then click generate all variations and click OK. Now as you guys can see, we have created a bunch of 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Yeah, and where the hectic work comes in is that, okay, there are bulk actions like this, where you can set all regular prices to be maybe all the shoes are let's say $50. Okay, maybe I like to use the 49.99. okay, so when you add such a bulk action, then every price is going to turn to 49.99. okay, 49.99, as you guys can see. Yeah, but now if I'm to save this product and publish it, okay, and we view the product, this is how it's looking. Okay, so we have the shoes, it's called Campus, the short description is here. So when you select black and maybe a shoe size, then you can add them to the cart. Okay, But now there is something that I need to show you guys. It's really important for e-commerce. Yeah, but if you click a red shoe appears, and when you select the size, everything changes. Okay, if you select black, then black has to change. Okay, now let me show you guys how to do that, because it's really important for e-commerce. Okay, so now when you come to variations and you have a black size 4, you have a black size 5, black size 6, and all that. So all you have to do is to add some images that represent this black, and I'm done with that. So you have black size 5. I'm gonna add another image to represent the black, and the black, I'll still add this, and for the black size 8, I'll still add these. So depending on you guys, the products that you're creating for your store, you can select probably different images, because I know some images may look different. For example, an iPhone 6, an iPhone, the base model, the Pro version are not usually the same size. So probably you need to show the size differences. Yeah. So, but for shoes, it is what it is. Okay. So I've added a red shoe for the size 4. And I've also added, let me do this for all these reds. I'm gonna use the same image, but preferably if I had more red images, I would use different red images. Okay, so I think they are done. So what I'm gonna do, did I skip something? I'm gonna click update, and once the product is updated, I'm gonna click refresh right here. Okay, so now if I select a red shoe and I select a size, then this appears. Yeah, if I select a black shoe and it's the size, the black shoe appears. Yeah, so in case you have 6 colors, every time you select a color, stuff has to always change. For example, if it's a green shoe, then a green shoe should appear. Okay, it makes it easier, way easier for the customers to understand really what is going on. Okay, now that we've created this, in the practice project that I created for myself, it has a lot of products. Yeah, so if I'm to drag it down here, so this is a complete store, and I go under shop and I take a look at the shop. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and more products. Okay, and for me to create those in this tutorial, it's gonna take me a bunch of hours. For example, 1 or 2 hours, and we don't have time for that. Okay, but what I'm gonna do, yeah. So guys, I'm on this complete store. Yeah, most of you get me comments that where this come from, so I need to explain the sites I'm on so that you guys follow along. Okay, so I'm at this complete store. Yeah, but now I need to get these products onto the store that we are developing. Okay, I need to get them here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, yeah, I'm gonna click on my dashboard for the site that I already created. Okay, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come to products. Okay, then from here I'm gonna click on export, because now exporting these products into a new site. Okay, you guys get what's going on. So I'm gonna export all columns, export everything, and I'm gonna click generate CSV. It's gonna generate the CSV. It's gonna ask me to download it, and I'm gonna open the download. Okay, put it somewhere that I can easily find it. So let me close that for now. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to the site that we are working on now. Yeah, I go to the dashboard, I go to products, okay, and I go to import, and I will choose the file, find it where it was stored, and I'm gonna double click it. I'm gonna click continue, and it's gonna do its thing. It's gonna import everything, the metadata, the categories, everything that is necessary. Okay, so I'm gonna say run importer, and it's gonna do its thing. Now, you guys, if you have a very large website, it's gonna take much more time than if you just have a couple of hundreds of products. Okay, yeah, I've seen stores that have 50,000 products. Okay, so migrating search would take some much more time, but this is really quick. Okay, so now we have 14 products that have been imported, and we can click to view the products. Yeah, so maybe you want to view the products at once, but let's go under pages. So you guys remember, you haven't created any pages, but by default when you install WooCommerce, it creates a cart page for you, the checkout, the my account, and all that stuff. It also created a show page for us. Okay, so when you click on view, these are the products that we have in this store right now. Yeah, so it doesn't look as clean as, let me see, it doesn't look as clean as the store that we are working on, but we're gonna get there. Okay, we're gonna get there to something that looks like this. Okay, so now it's looking like this, but I'm totally comfortable with that. Now that we have imported our products, we have done variations and simple products. What we need to do, because of time, we need to maybe go to handle this. Yeah, saying PayPal payments is almost ready to get started. Connect your account. So they need me to connect my PayPal account for me to start receiving that money. Okay, now let's see. PayPal is here, so I'm gonna click on activate PayPal. It's gonna try to sign me into my PayPal. Hope it doesn't display any public information right here, because it shouldn't. Yeah, so now it takes its time loading and integrating. That's my PayPal email. So I'm just gonna click sign in, and it's gonna do its thing, integrate. I'm gonna add the password. I'm gonna log in, and it's gonna interconnect the store, my business PayPal account, to my WooCommerce store. Yeah, so that anyone that pays the money just goes straight to my PayPal account. So everything is linked. Okay, now I'll show you guys. Yeah, remember, you do this step with your favorite payment gateway. Okay, and you can once it's integrated, then at the checkout stage, as you guys will see, you will notice that there are payment methods that you guys have selected. Okay, so I really never tamper with these. Standard payments, I don't tamper with these, but I always leave this checked on. I mean checked, then I just save the buttons. All right, I mean I click the save changes button. Yeah, so now let's take a look at the general okay, I'll take you back to the dashboard. I feel like I'm moving a little fast. Under WooCommerce, we need to look at settings. Yeah, because a lot goes on here. Yeah, so you can add your store address. Yeah, the city that the store is in, and every this information that's about your store. You guys can do that. I'm just gonna quickly go through these because of time, but I'm just gonna show you some of the major settings that you can't leave unconfigured. Okay, now under products, you can enable reviews, obviously, or you can disable them. You can show verified owner, so some people can leave a review on products. For example, let's say this is our shop right here. Let's say, for example, if I come to this shoe and I haven't bought it, yeah, but if I come to reviews, I can write a review. Then I'd be like, this is work. like this shoe sucks. Maybe maybe I will say it doesn't allow me to edit this. Yeah, but yeah, this shoe sucks. All right. What kind of sucks is this? Come on, what is going on? I'm trying to backspace and nothing seems to be working. All right, and I give it a 2-star. All right. Oh my god, this thing, I don't understand what is going on. Maybe I'll say this shoe sucks. Yes, it sucks. Like this keyboard. Oh my god. So I can click submit. Yeah, but this is not quite good for e-commerce stores. Yeah, because now such a person hasn't bought the product but is leaving such comments. Okay, so what you can do when you're under products here, under reviews, you can check this and say that reviews can only be left by verified owners. Okay, yeah, but I'm gonna leave this unchecked because I need to still make some reviews on some products. But anyway, let me leave it checked and I'll click save changes. Yeah, so anyone who buys is the only one who is allowed to leave a review. Now, when you come to shipping, there are a bunch of settings. Yeah, hopefully I can take you through this shortly. Okay, now the first thing you need to do is, where's your shop located? What countries are you shipping to? Now, the countries or regions that you're shipping to are shipping zones. Yeah, so what you have to do is to add a shipping zone first. Yeah, so under shipping, you click on add new shipping zone. Okay, then the shipping zone, let's say I'm living in Detroit and I'm only shipping to Detroit. Yeah, so the shipping zones, maybe, let's see if Detroit shows up here. No. It's regional, but let me make this simple. Africa, Europe, North America, and a bunch of Canada, Jamaica, United States, and I want to find maybe what we can do is, maybe let's say we're only shipping to Michigan, what are to DC, and maybe Kansas, maybe California. All right, so once those are selected, yeah, they will show up right here. Okay, so for people living in Michigan, District of Columbia, in California, we're gonna add a shipping method for them. Okay, and it's gonna be a flat rate. Okay, then you just click continue. Okay, so now for the flat rate, is it going to be taxable? Maybe we're not taxing the shipping, maybe you're taxing the shipping. That will depend upon you. And maybe you're shipping for $11.99. Okay, so you can click create. Yeah, so everyone living in these states, yeah, will pay $11.99 for shipping. Okay, and that will be it for that shipping zone. Yeah, now I'll rather change this to, maybe call it something random that I'll remember or understand. Yeah, so every time I make the changes, I have to click save changes. Now you can go back to shipping zones. Okay, and by default they create for you one that says rest of the world. So this includes people who are not living in the region that you've specified or is shipped. Yeah, so someone may be living in Massachusetts. That is very far. It's in Canada, but yeah, let's say someone's living in Canada or someone's in Alaska. Yeah, and be like, you know what, I don't have time to handle all those shipping zones. We don't get customers from there, but in case we get someone who buys from that side, we can click on edit rest of the world, So we add a shipping method. It's not gonna be free for sure. It's gonna be a flat rate, and in most cases it's usually more expensive. Maybe it's 21, maybe 22.99. Yeah. So you hit create, and that would be it. Okay. So the shipping, I've showed you guys how to create those zones for the rest of the world and the states that you want to ship to, or the regions. Okay. So when you look at payments, here you can enable stuff like cash on delivery. I've already enabled PayPal, and once I enable any other payment plugin that you add to your store, to your WooCommerce, it's gonna show up here. Yeah, so you only need to turn it on once you install those plugins. Yeah, for your e-commerce store. Yeah, so accounts and privacy, I don't really play with these. For the emails, I don't really. Oh, there's something important about this. I think I'm going to create a next tutorial, because by default, the emails that WooCommerce sends out to your customers, they're not really that good. They really look unprofessional. Yeah. And in the next email, I'm going to show you guys how to make sure that these emails are delivered directly to your customers. I'm going to give you reasons why some of these e-commerce sites, when they, for example, someone makes an order, they may never receive an email from the website that this is actually your order. It's ready. It's being picked up. It's being delivered. It's going to be shipped at this date. Yeah. So all that information, the customer needs that information. Yeah. For example, when any order is made, customer needs to know. For a cancelled order, for a failed order, order on hold, the order is processing, the order is completed. All these emails, yeah. So you need to be customized with your logos, with your upsells, with your offers, with your discount coupons, and everything. Yeah. So I'm gonna be showing you guys how to configure these, how to make them look extremely professional. Okay. Now, when you move on to integration, I don't really do much here, So we've configured most of these settings. So now what I would like to do is I would like to go back to maybe we have a black shoe and the size 4 we've selected. We've added it to the cart. Okay. And right now we can't view the cart because I wanted to show you guys something about the payments, how they show up in the checkout. Yeah. But we need to work and add a cart somewhere here. We need to add a few things. Okay. So now I'm back to the dashboard. Yeah. And I want to add some menus before I actually add the cart button. For example, you can see we have a menu here, we have our logo here, we have another menu on the right, a cart and the search icon. Okay, plus all these. Okay, now we need to make these changes to our project that we're working on now. And first we need to create these menus, yeah, for the kids, women's shop, accessories and everything. Okay, so let's do that. Now to create such menus, yeah, you need to first create a menu separately. Yeah, it's gonna make sense in a few minutes. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is that we're gonna come to appearance, then under appearance, once you hover over it, then you can come to menus. Okay, so once you enter the menu section, what you're gonna do is you're gonna create the left menu. Let me show you guys something. I don't know why I closed these, but sometimes there's confusion to some of the viewers. So actually this is the done website that I already worked on. Yeah, so you're gonna create one menu for this side, then another menu too for this right hand side, then we place our logo in between. Okay, so let's try and do that. All right, so we go back to the dashboard under the menu. Then what we're gonna do is gonna create menu 1. Okay, then we can call this we can say create menu. Okay, now we can add in some items, for example, the kids, women's shop and all that. Yeah. So remember we had created these as categories. We had created a category for kids, women's and men's and everything, plus a shop page. Okay. So meanwhile, let's first add the shop page. It's right here. So we can click add to menu. So it's automatically displayed right here. Then what I would like to do is to add some categories. But when you look to the left right here, you don't see any WooCommerce categories because they are hidden. And to make them appear, you have to go to screen options. Okay. Then select product categories. And once you select them, they appear right here. Okay. So now what you can do is that you can come and click on this drop down menu, click on view all. Yeah. So you get the kids. Let me remember. We get the women's, we get the men, we have the shop already. Let's add the accessories. And once you've selected everything, we need to go on menu 1. We click to add to menu. Yeah. So you can order them in any way that you would wish. Okay. But I would keep them in this order probably. This is nice. So I'm just going to click save menu. Okay. So now we've created a menu for this left one. Though if you check out our project, the way it's looking, they haven't started appearing here, but we're going to make them appear here in the top header. Okay. So now let's go back and create another menu to handle menu 2. So we have boys, brands, girls, new arrivals, and sell. Okay. So to create another menu, all you have to do is to come still under appearance, under menus, for example, then look for this link right here that says create menu. So you click on it, then probably call this menu 2, but you can call it anything that you can remember. Okay. So I'll call it menu 2 and I'll hit create menu. And once it's created, I'm gonna go under product categories and I'm gonna click on view all. So then I'll start adding boys, brands, we had girls, we had new arrivals. Did we have sell? Yeah, we had sell, and we're gonna click and save menu. Okay. Now, so far we have 2 menus. Okay. Now, let's click on menus again, just so that it refreshes. Okay. All right. Okay. Now this is fine. So to check out how many menus you have, once you click on menus, you can see select menu to edit. So we have menu 1 and menu 2, but you don't need to overthink this at this stage. Okay. So what we are going to do is that now we are going to start making these changes to the header. Okay. Now let's get started. I think I'm going to close this because I think I know what to do from now. All right, that has been closed. And let's view our website the way it's looking right now. And it doesn't look good. This text is displaying a blog post and I don't want it to do that. Okay, let's first handle this. Yeah. So to handle that, to make sure it redirects, for example, to the home page, under pages, under all pages, we're going to create a new page. That's going to be our home page. Okay. So once this opens up, what we're gonna do is, let me close this and oops. Okay, so I'm gonna call this home and I'm gonna click publish and publish it once again. Okay, that is okay. Now I'm gonna go back to this WordPress icon, click on it, and we'll sorry about that. I will go under settings and reading and make sure the homepage, your homepage displays, this setting is configured as home. Okay, I hope that's clear. So what that does, whenever someone loads your domain.com, it redirects to the page that you would have set here. Okay, so if we set our home page as shop and we save the changes, and we reload, okay, then it's gonna display the entire shop. Okay, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I need to display the home page, which we'll later design. Okay, because now our home page is gonna look something like, should I drag this here? I just load the link. All right, it's gonna look something like this. Yeah, but we haven't yet started creating these. Okay, however, let's try and move and see. Okay, so now if someone clicks on home, for example, it has automatically showed up here. Yeah, so while we're here, I'm interested in creating the header. Okay, so I'm gonna click on customize. I want you guys to follow along. So I'm gonna click on customize, and it's gonna open up what they call a theme customizer. Yeah, so in the theme customizer, you can change stuff like color options, the typography for the entire website project, and all that nice stuff. Okay, so now while I'm here, the first thing I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna take a look at the general options, and I'm gonna take a look at the layout. Check out if every setting is okay, which I think it is. Then check out the buttons, the design of the buttons. I think I'm gonna first leave these. Yeah. Then let's first handle the header. I wanted to change the color so that everything just doesn't disturb me, but yeah, it is what it is. So now what we're gonna do, we have this header, a customizer, which is really nice and handy. However, you just have to keep dragging this. For example, I can drag this to the middle. Okay, then the way that looks, yeah, because now it's displaying a hamburger menu, it probably thinks it's in tablet mode. But if I'm to click this icon here on the bottom left corner, you'll see now, I don't know why menu 1 is stuck here, but let me configure something. All right. Oh, I know what to do. Yes, I know what to do. All right. So click on menu 1, for example. Let's say I want it to the left of the logo. Okay. So once I'm here, I'm going to click on menu 1, and on the left panel right here, I'm going to select a menu to display, and I'm going to select menu 1. All right, let's see how that looks. So yeah, we have women's, kids, men, and everything. So on the right hand side, for example, here, I'm going to go and click back. I'm going to add something like menu 2. Okay, so menu 2 is over here, and I'm going to select another menu. However, I don't see menu 2, so let me click on this icon and make sure everything was set up right. All right, I think let's just save this, and we go back here, publish what we have so far, and just reload it. Okay, so once it's reloaded, you still need to click the header, and for the second menu, this one right here, I want to select menu 2, though I don't know why menu 2 is not showing up. It's really let me sort it. Maybe I'll figure out where the error is, but it should be displaying. All right, I see the error, guys. Where the error comes from, when you check out menu 1, for example, when you select this, you'll see that we have some categories that we are having right here. However, when you select menu 2 and click on select, I don't think we saved the stuff that we added. So I'm gonna go to product categories once again, come to view all, and I'll select boys, brands, girls, new arrivals, maybe, and sell, then add them to the menu, something like that. Then I'm gonna save menu. Okay, so once the menu is saved, I'm gonna come back here, and I'm gonna just refresh the customizer, where we were at. And once it's refreshed, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back to the header section, and where there is menu tool, I'm gonna click on it, change the select menu to menu 2. Okay, so when I do that, then everything starts to come together. Okay, so now let's handle this logo. All right, can this reduce? No, it can. So let's handle this logo. So I'm gonna click on the logo and select logo. So I'm gonna go to upload files, select files, then I'm gonna find the logo from my files, which are here, and this is the logo. It's white in color, so I don't think I'll be cropping it. Yeah, I'll leave it as it is. All right, let's see how that looks. I can see it, but let me do something. Now I want to turn this to black. Yeah, this entire background that's highlighted. Yeah, so to do that, I'm gonna click on this gear icon with the word menu. Then I'm gonna come to design, then background. I'm gonna make it black. Okay, so now the background is black, and this is how everything is looking. All right, so let's make these menus. For example, if I click on this one, I want to make it go to the design tab, and I want to make it white. Okay, click on it again, and we see the white, so it's looking nice. And for the typography, I'm going to select a font called Poppins. Yeah, that would be nice. So I'll accept this. Okay, then let's see what we have here. Then the letter spacing can be in pixels, and it can be 1 pixel. Let's see how that looks. Oh, this is horrible. No. Let's take a look at the letter spacing once again. I'll click on this, and I'll say 1 pixel. Okay, so yep, I think that's okay. And I'll do the same for menu 2. I'll go to the design tab, change the font color to something like white. Okay, then I'll change the font family to something like Poppins. And while I'm still here, I'm gonna make the letter spacing, click on this EM, make them pixels, and I just have it set to 1 pixel. Okay, now if you're to see how that looks, then it's looking like this. But once you over it, then everything remains blue, which I don't like. So let's pull this back up and click on this menu. Under design, remember it's white. Now the hover shade is this middle circle. So what happens when someone hovers over it, it turns into this white kind of shade. So I'll just copy this color code. All right, so I'll copy this because I think it will work. Okay, so when someone hovers over it, then it just turns into that silver kind of shade. Yeah, all right, so I'll do the same. Once someone hovers over this menu, I'll just paste in this color so that everything becomes smooth. Okay, so everything is applied right here. So now let's handle the logo, because I think it's too big and I want to hide the tagline, site title, sorry. And let's see how that's looking. The logo is still big. However, let's see if this can reduce its size. So when you try to play around with the logo height, okay, then it reduces everything to something that's more reasonable. So I think such a size would do. Okay, I like that. And what we need to do is to just add something here on the top. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change this, click on the top row, come to design, make the background black. Okay, I think that's okay. Then I'm going to add some text. Okay, so we go back still to the header, and what we're going to do is we're going to add some HTML. We're going to drag the HTML right here, and what I'm going to do with the visual, let me see if we can just select, maybe let's say we offer free shipping for all orders above 150 USD. Yeah, pretty, that will work. So when I come to design, maybe I need everything here to be in white, even when someone hovers over it. Okay, so let's take that away until everything is looking. And I like to change the font family to something like Poppins. And yeah, should the letter spacing also increase? I think it can be, change this to pixels. It can be 1. I think 1's a good figure. All right, so let's see how that's looking. I think that's looking fine. However, we may need to reduce some spacing. Okay, so when you click on this HTML and you come to the general tab, there should be something like, okay, obviously you can stretch out the container to make sure it fits everything, but I think I'm not gonna enable that for now. I'll just leave it the way it is here. However, I feel like the gap between these two is really so much. Okay, yeah, so I'm thinking maybe if I click on this main row, yeah, I may be able to trigger and reduce the height of, and I don't understand why this is displaying in tablet mode, because I want to see everything. All right, so I've zoomed out a little. Let's, yeah. So when I adjust this row height, I think everything reduces, which is something that I want. So I can do the same. I can click on this top row gear icon and I adjust the row height also to something like this, which I think is really okay. So once I'm comfortable with the changes, I think I can zoom back in now to 100% because I'm having trouble seeing it very clearly. So I go back to the dashboard and try to visit the site to see how everything is looking, and boom, our our menu is looking fine. However, I would like to add some more space. Yeah, I think this should do. Okay, let me click on this main row icon and I try to increase the space. Now that is too much. I think I'll leave it at around 8 or something. I feel that's too much, so I'll drop it to 76, which I think is perfect. All right, now that we've done this for, oh, before I forget, the search icon. All right, let me first zoom back out a little so that we handle the search icon. Click on it, come to the design tab. We can make it white, the icon color. Come on. And maybe if someone hovers over it, then it can turn to like an orange kind of shade. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. Okay, yeah, or alternatively it can turn to the silver shade that we had earlier chosen. So just look for the color code and I paste it in here. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, so it's subtle but it does a job. Now we need to add the cut to our website. So I've added it right here, and let's see how it looks. Not so good, but if we click on it, we can change the cut icon. So I'll probably go with this type, but I need to first make it white so that everything is visible. So the font color, the hover, I'm just gonna make everything white. Yeah, so the icon color can be white, and when hovered it can still be white. Then the badge color, I think this can be, it can be any color. prefer to use oranges, yeah, which I think is okay. Yeah, so I think this looks perfect. Okay, I think it does really. So what I can do maybe is to drag this and make it closer to the search, and let's see what that does. Yeah, I think I like it better that way. All right, so let's pull this back up. Now it all looks good on desktop, but we don't know how it looks on mobile or tablet. Okay, so let's check out on mobile. So on mobile, this is how it's looking, and I don't want this menu to show up right here. Okay, so for me to handle this, first this toggle button doesn't look as great as I wanted it to, so we can change this to white. Yeah, everything to white. Yeah, and we can add some margins, for example, of like 5 on all sides to just give it some little bit of space. Then we can click on the logo, and probably we can adjust its height or reduce it to something that you feel comfortable with on your eyes. So I think that is okay. However, when you click on the mobile menu, we need to select a menu that gets displayed on our mobile menu. And I think for that case, it would be, I think menu 1 can work. So whenever someone clicks on this, it's these categories that get displayed. Okay. All right. So now, obviously we can have some designs manipulated for the mobile menu. For example, you can change the font to something like Poppins. I like Poppins, so it's gonna look like that. And maybe the font weight can become less bold to something like to look like that. Then what else can we do while here? We can change maybe the font size to make it a little bit smaller or a little bit bigger. I think I'm comfortable with that. Then also okay, I think the weight is okay. Then I would like to make it probably capitalized. Okay, it looks a little bit neat. Now this blue hover shade, I don't like it at all. Yeah, so I'm gonna click on this, and we're gonna paste in the other silverish kind of shade that we got. So whenever someone hovers over it, kind of looks like that, which I think is really okay. So let me zoom in a little because I cannot see well and I don't understand why. And I think everything looks nice. So you can add a divider, for example, something like this. It's subtle, but yeah, it makes a difference. Then let's go back to the general tab, and you can have it display like this. So whenever someone at first okay, the JavaScript is misbehaving, but I will leave this turned on. And what we can do is, let's first publish this because there's some settings I want to show you guys, but it's not behaving as I wanted it to. So you can adjust the vertical spacing, as you guys can see, between these elements. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. However, one important thing that we may need to do is to add a card somewhere here. Okay, so once we click back, we can get a card, and probably, let's see, is it addable here? I don't think it makes sense putting it in the menu, so I'm just gonna remove it and put it in the center or next to the toggle button somewhere here. Okay, it's gonna take a bit of time to do that, but I think that's all right. Let's just publish it. Probably this malfunction will go away. Okay. Okay, let's reload the page. And that's how the mobile page is looking. and I've clicked something that's causing the thing to load for eternity, but I'll just jump out of this. All right, so this is how the whatever is looking on desktop. This is how it's looking on tablet. Maybe I want to change this, the color of it, just that, to something more white and white. Yeah, maybe we can add a search widget. Okay, let's see, we have search right here. Let's just place it. I think before or after is actually fine, and we can also add it on mobile. Yeah, it looks fine already. So we have the search, the cart, and everything. So maybe when someone clicks on the search, there is this blue that's still going on that you can configure. And let's try and click on that. And we come to design, and I cannot find the color code, but I think I'll deal with that. I'm gonna deal with that later. Okay, I'm gonna deal with that later, but let's first publish this. Then after publishing it, I think I'm just gonna take it back to the desktop mode to look like this. Or yeah, then what I'm gonna do while I'm still here in the customizer, I'm gonna go back and back. Then I'm gonna go to colors, and I'm gonna select the first color, this blue. I want to change it to black. Okay, now you guys have seen how this has happened. If I change it to red, it's like the theme color, yeah, of everything, every hover, every product title, and all that stuff. Yeah, so but I'd rather go black, yeah, for this tutorial. Then when someone hovers, I think the other shade could work. Hold on, let me try and paste it in here. Okay, I don't think it's one doing a good job. I think I'll just also keep it black. Then maybe this, I'll also keep it black. Let's just keep everything black. Yeah, let's just keep everything black. Yeah, so I think that's okay. And then what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna go back and click on typography, and for the base font, I'm gonna choose Poppins. Okay, so you see, you guys see now everything has changed here. If I select this font, then it's gonna change to that. If I select this, it's gonna change to that. So you can search for any font that you'd like, but for this case, I like Poppins. Really, it's a very good font. Then for the headings, I have to also change this to Poppins. Then whenever I'm building the pages, I don't have to worry about changing the fonts and all that. Yeah, so I think I also change this to Poppins, which is okay. And now I'm sort of good to go. Okay, but now let's first jump out of this customizer. So I'm gonna close these, and I'm gonna close these, and I'm gonna close these. So now I'm back at the dashboard level. Okay, so once we hover over this, we can view the store. And let's open it up, and this is how our store is looking right now. Yeah, products are here, the product pages are sort of looking nice, but we can customize them to see how everything is looking. Okay, so let's click on customize, and what we're gonna do now is to customize the shop page. Okay, it's looking nice, I know, but not so nice. Let's try and make it better. Okay, so now you're gonna scroll down to Woocommerce. Okay, then under general, we're gonna start playing with some things. Okay, so let's go to star ratings. You can change their colors. I prefer to leave them orange because I like it. The messages, they cannot be text color. The error messages can still be red. You guys can read through this, but I don't ever play with these settings. Then quantity input, product badges. So you can have a sale that's looking like this. Let me see if I have a product on sale. Something that's looking like this. It can be circular. It can be those rounded sort of corners. which I think is okay. Okay, so I'll jump out of that. Then account page, should we turn on the username and all these? No, let's just leave it the way it is. Then the checkout page, highlight required forms. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave these as default. Yeah, I'm gonna leave these as default. Then I think we can jump out of these general settings. Then we go to product archive. Now a product archive is sort of a collection of all products. Yeah, so it can be a shop page, it can be a category, it can be anywhere where you have a category or a group of products. Yeah, it's called an archive. Yeah, in design here. So now you can select the number of rows that you want to have. For example, if I increase them to 5 by 5, then the product sort of becomes smaller. Yeah, the product photos, but I'd rather keep it 4, then also keep them 4. Okay, so they have differences in design, the layout. So you can go with this type 2 layout, which is more minimal, and I like it. Or you can select this type 1, where you have these select options or add to cart buttons. Okay, so to keep it minimal, you can choose that type 2 interface. Yeah, where everything just looks sort of clean. Okay, now you can mess around with the design, with the page background, showing result count, and you can have a sidebar, which we need to have. Okay, but it's not displaying because you haven't created it yet. Okay, but I'm gonna show you guys how to create one, and you'll like it. Okay, so now the product catalog, it has some settings where it shows the prices, category for category code displays, and the default product catalog, but I still won't change anything in there. So the pagination is something that is displayed. Okay, it's displaying everything here, but if I'm to open up the shop page, okay, if I'm to say visit store, and it loads up right here. Oh, so it's displaying 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have 16 products, but I wanted to show you guys a pagination. But since we have less products, I wouldn't, but just basically numbers below where the product count is, where the product images end. Yeah, so now I'm gonna jump out of this, go back to general, and I'm gonna click on card options. Okay, so while we're here, what we can do is when you select product image, for example, right here, you can change the aspect ratio of the image. So you can make it 9 by 16 if you want that, or 1 by 2, but I'd rather keep it 1 by 1 because my product images were all square and I like to show everything the way it was originally. Okay, so I think that's okay. Then when you look at the title is fine, I guess. And when you look at the star ratings, for example, some products have star ratings like this, which are also fine. I'll look at the categories, they're being displayed right. For example, this is in girl, this is in kids, this is in girls. Okay, then what else do we need? Is the alignment. Now this is center aligned, but if I click on this, then everything is left aligned, which I think I like a lot. Yeah, it's more neat on the eyes. Okay, so then what I'm gonna do is right now I'm just gonna click publish because I think I like what I'm seeing already. Okay, so we're having 4 products and everything is just looking nice, but let's add a sidebar. So to add a sidebar while you're still here, you're gonna go back, okay, then back again, and what we're gonna do is we are gonna come to we are gonna come to this initial page and look for an option where it says sidebar, and we are gonna create a sidebar, something like this. Let me see, it's not displaying, but it's okay. We're gonna have one created, and we're gonna have it on the left, I guess. But I'm looking for the settings where I have it on the left. I can't find it, but sure, let me take a look. Okay, so we've turned on the sidebar right here. It can be of different types, yeah, but I've chosen type 2 here. However, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scroll back to Woocommerce, and since we are dealing with product archives, I'm gonna go under archives, and I'm gonna find where sidebar is. Then I'm gonna place it to the left. Okay, yeah, so the space that it creates has to be displayed in here. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back, and what I'm gonna do, so now I click back, it's gonna take me here. However, I'm supposed to go to widgets and add a Woocommerce sidebar. However, it's not displaying from here. So what I can do is that I can publish this for now, and I go back to my dashboard, and I go to appearance, and I click on widgets. Okay, then what I'm gonna do while I'm here is I'm gonna close this, then I'm gonna minimize this, and I'm gonna come to Woocommerce sidebar. Then I'm gonna click on this plus icon, then I start adding some features. For example, I want to add something like filters by price. Okay, then from here, maybe I want to add a cart, something like this. Okay, maybe I want to add some product categories, product attributes, those can do. Filter by attribute, yeah, that can do. So you can select to filter by color, then click on done. Then what you can do also is to add maybe a featured product. Okay, oh god, yeah, featured product, something that you wanna upsell to your customers. And I'll add, probably, let me look for something that is simple. For example, this cape right here, I remember creating it. Okay, yeah, that's how it's looking. So if I update this, and remember you guys, we've set our Woocommerce sidebar to be on the left. Yeah, so if I refresh this, I should be able to see, you should be able to see this filter by price and some stuff in the cart. So for example, if I'm to go to this product and also add this to the cart, and probably go and add some socks to the cart. If I come back to something like shop, okay, we're gonna see that we have some products in the cart. Okay, these are not the best looking, but what we can do is that we can come back to customize. Okay, then while we are here, we're gonna make some things look more neater, probably. Okay, so let's see if this theme is actually functioning right. Okay, so what we're gonna do, let me check something here in the widgets. Oh, now the Woocommerce sidebar has shown up, which is a good thing for me, because now what I can do is I'll click here on get it. I can make some changes while things are still here, and I'll click on, first hold it, let me just make it a little bit bigger maybe. So I'll go back and back, then I'll go to product archives, I'll go to sidebar, and make sure it's on the left, as you guys can see here. Now I want to make these fonts just a little bit smaller and this a little bit wider. But what I can do is to still go back and scroll up, find another option that has sidebar. Then we can adjust the sidebar width. Hold on, to make it more bigger. Oh god, that's too big. So let's make it at least smaller, something like this. And this is too small. Now I regret having had to adjust it, but I think now this is actually good. All right, so now while we're here, we can come to design, make sure the fonts are poppins. I know they already are, but sometimes WordPress misbehaves. Then the font size, if we are to reduce these, I think I like the idea of having a card inside here. On the original website, it looks totally fine, I guess. Or no, I had removed it. Yeah, it didn't look right. It just didn't look right, and I decided to remove it. Okay, I think I'll do the same here, but let's see if we can do something about it. Okay, now okay, I think I'm gonna remove the card. So let's go back to sidebar and then scroll down to widgets once again. Woocommerce sidebar, and if I don't have any setting to reduce at least the font size of this, then unfortunately I'm gonna have to remove it. Okay, so it's gonna stay filtered by price, and I'll just publish it the way it's looking. Okay, so now let's take a look at our store, what we have right now, and it's as simple as this. We have a featured product right here. We have some color filters right here that you can check and then check. You can scroll to the left, reduce, give it a certain price range, and it will sort everything. Okay, you can go and shop women's products. Unfortunately, we don't have any products. Just if you have kids, now it's not displaying the way I want it, but that's okay. Let's go to men, see what we can find. Yeah, we have some men's products right here, and can also filter them by price and everything. And I believe that's looking all right. If you go to boys, we have some shoes for the boys and everything. Yeah, so everything is looking all right. Yeah, so let's take a look at this once again, and fine with the way everything is looking. The attributes are there. The cut didn't look that great, but yeah. Let's create a footer for it, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys how to create a custom footer really easy and really quickly. Okay, so let's close all other tabs. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna come to click on this website name, then go scroll down to Elements Kit and click on header footer. Okay, and once you're here, you can go to custom or probably basic and just click through these steps. Next, and save changes. All right, now once that's done, you can come back here over Elements Kit and click on header footer. Okay, then come to footer, then create a footer. Okay, you click on add new. So you say maybe main, you can name this anything, but I'll call it main footer, and I'll select the type to be footer. It can be on the entire site. Let's activate it, and once you're done, click on edit content. Okay, so once you click on edit content, it's gonna take you to Elementor. Okay, and where you start editing everything that you need to. for example, adding leads, adding, you know, categories, support pages, and everything. I'm gonna show you guys how everything is done. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit here, and I'll close this up and I'll start working on my footer. Okay, so one thing that I'm gonna have to do is to create about 4 columns to house the footer. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create 4 of them, something like this. Then I'm gonna click on this section icon. Then I come to style, background type. I'm gonna give it a color of something like black. Yeah, that's looking nice. Then I'm gonna drop in some headings. Okay, something like this. All right, and this doesn't look nice, so I'm gonna undo that, then do it again. Oh, then I'm gonna call it maybe just my brand name first, straightforward. I think that's alright. Then I'm gonna make it white. Sorry, I'm gonna give it a font weight of, let's see, oh, click on it once again. Under style, typography, we are gonna give it a size of, okay, I think that's enough, 18, but the spacing is necessary. I'm gonna make it, let's just make it 1. Yeah, I think that's a fair figure. Then I'm just going to copy this and sort of no, actually I won't copy it now, but what I'm gonna do is to add a list. So I'm gonna search for list right here, and what I'm gonna do, I'm going to drag it until that pink line is under straightforward. Then I'll start creating my list, but now it's black. So before I do anything, I have to go to style, come to text, yeah, and change the color to something like white. Okay, now while you're here, I think we can also change the typography to something more poppins. So I'm gonna add poppins. Okay, it is poppins really, then look nice, yeah, but hopefully hopefully it will. What I'm gonna do is, okay, let's, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it, maybe it's too big. Yeah, it's too big really. Let me just make them 14 pixels, and the spacing can be, let's see, 1.3. Oh, this is the line height. Yeah, I don't want to mess with that, but I want to mess with the letter spacing to be 1.3, which I think is okay. Then what I'm gonna do under style is the space between these elements can be increased to something like this. Then I can just start adding in my elements. Okay, so I'll remove these icons by doing that. I remove this icon too. I remove this icon too from the list. Oh, sorry about that. All right, they're gone. Now what I can do is start adding my items. For example, and so we have gift cards. You have a section for brands. You have a section for the blog. You have a section where, let me duplicate this. Find a store. Find a store. You have a section, maybe shop, something like that. Then you have another one, maybe something like a page that links us to about us. Okay, something like this. Yeah, so you can add a custom link. For example, if you have the shop right here, you can say, I'll just type in here shop because the shop page is already created, and I'll just link it there. Okay, so that would basically be how everything looks. So I can duplicate these about 2 or 3 times. I'll duplicate that. Then maybe I'll delete these columns right here, and I also delete this. Then what I want to do is to add some spacing, okay? Because to the top and bottom, okay? I think they just look way nicer, okay? So I'm gonna add some padding of like 100. Sorry, yeah, 100 should do. So everything looks just about nice. So maybe this can be, hold on just a second. So maybe this can be the support section. I talk about support, then your partners. But I feel like this font weight is too heavy. Yeah, I really feel like the font weight here is too heavy. So I'm thinking that let me just make the weight like 600. Yeah, that is better. So I'm gonna copy this and just say paste style, and I'll paste the style here. So I'll close this. Then maybe here I can have stuff like my account. All right. So here I can say maybe track. Oh no, we can say track orders. You can have an FAQ page. We can have maybe a wish list. Maybe my account, something like that. And maybe this needs to be capital letters. Maybe you can delete this and delete this, or close them out from here. Yeah. Then for the partners, maybe you can have the brand names like Nike and New Balance, something like this. So you can have something Vans, affiliates, carriers, something like that. Probably you can remove these, and you can do the same thing with here, where you can support, where you can handle returns, shipping, yeah, payment methods, and this can link to different pages. Yeah, so that would basically be it. So once you publish this, and let's say if you click exit and click apply, oh, did I save this? Did I really save? Oh, they are saved. Okay. Now, once you go to our shop page, remember I haven't created the home page, but we're gonna create it. So everything looks nice, and you guys can see how everything is looking here. Yeah, it's looking neat. We have the add to cart, and I'm seeing that something is not looking right here with the hover. Okay, but what I can do about that, let's go back to customize, and I'll handle this in the customizer because it's not looking so good. And let's go to scroll down to product archives and select card options. Okay, then scroll down to add to cart, and what I'm gonna do here is maybe remove the pricing, but that doesn't make sense. So what I would do is to improvise something, because now I change the colors, but yeah, let's leave this turned on. However, let's go back and make sure the hover is set to be right. Yeah, so let me figure that out. So I'm thinking of leaving, instead of changing this, If you guys are having any trouble changing this to that, basically you just need to go back to this side where the default customizer loads from. Click on archives, then switch between these two types. Because I think it doesn't make sense to have products with no add to cart, because some people may want to see this, click on add to cart, and I think it'll still look like a great WooCommerce store. I'm just thinking that without them it look better, but it could be less functional. Okay, even though these are here, okay, but when someone hovers over them, then there's this black option that sort of displays. Yeah, however, one way to fix that is to still go back to, let me show you, back, then come to colors where I made everything black. So probably, let's say if this turns to a different shade, yeah, now the text turns to, is it white? I think it turns to the same color or something, but it's not so visible. Yeah, it's not the most visible not the most visible color. Yeah, because if this, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. And I think this is a problem with the theme. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is maybe I'm gonna get a new color palette. Yeah, so maybe I just want to stick to black. Let me find something interesting here. What if we do this? Okay, so that, and still this doesn't really help. Yeah, doesn't really help. Even when you take a look at the typography, it's still okay. Yeah, doesn't really help. I think this is a problem with the theme itself. So I'd rather go back to my usual blacks that I had. They had my store looking fine. And let's go back and let's go to WooCommerce product archives. And what I'm gonna do, we're gonna make it a type 1 kind of display. Okay, display for you people who still like minimal designs without this. Let me show you something, because now if you disable the add to cart, okay, then everything looks somewhat much neater. So I think it's a personal choice. You guys are gonna have to choose whether you like the buttons or not. Okay, but if you like them, you can as well turn them back on. Yeah, you just have to make sure that type 1 is selected. Then under card options, you can check this or uncheck it. Okay, yeah, so now let's proceed. I think that has been fixed, and there's one thing that we haven't done that is important. Okay, let me show you. So if I'm to visit the store or the shop and I take a look, for example, at the mobile site, obviously the header looks fine because we configured that. Okay, however, when you scroll down to the bottom, let's see if it has been automated, but hopefully, yeah, I think it looks nice. Yeah, it looks nice. I'd rather have them centered, but I think even on the sides it's okay. But for it to look more professional, I think it being centered would provide a better user experience. Okay, so let's go back to Elements Kit. Under Elements Kit, click on header and footer. Then what we're gonna do is, we have this main footer we've just created. Then I'm gonna click edit and edit contents once again. So it's gonna open up Elementor. I need to center those, then we move. Okay, all right, so let's turn this into a mobile view. To turn that, there is this responsive mode that you click, then you can turn this into anything that you want. Okay, so now I'm gonna click on this column right here, and I'm gonna come to center. Well, it's not centering, So let's click on this icon right here of the list, then go to style and make it centered. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this and paste the style here, and I'll paste the same style here, and I'll paste the same style here. So I think everything is looking fine, apart from the fact that now we have a big margin towards the sides. Yeah, but still doesn't affect it that much. What we're going to do is click on this section icon, then uncheck this, and it's time to center these two. Okay, so we can center this by clicking on center here, click on this, click on center right here, click on this, make sure our content is selected, and click on center right here, then click on this and click on center. So everything now looks a little bit more neat. So update that and save the changes. All right, now let's take a look at our shop once again. We refresh that and everything is looking neat. Okay, now let's take a look at one single product. Okay, let's open this up, and this is how our product page is looking. Yeah, so select a product, select a size, these buttons get activated. You can add them to the cart, increase quantities, but there's one last thing I need to do in the customizer. So click on the customizer once again, and let's do some magic. Okay, so now while we are here, I can probably zoom out just a little bit to see how everything is looking, and zoom back in. So what you have to do is to scroll down into single product. Okay, then let me zoom out a little so you guys can see that if I'm to take this away, the products, the entire layout is so wide, and what I can do is to squeeze it in like this. Okay, so now I think this looks cleaner by a mile. Okay, it looks really clean by a mile. Okay, because it's narrower and everything is compact and it's more readable. Then what I'm going to do is to zoom in a little, and content area, vertical scrolling and spacing, I think I'm going to leave that untouched. Product elements, the title, the price, star rating, and everything, I'm gonna leave it the way it is, and I'm not gonna add anything or change or remove anything. But what I will need to do is to configure these product tabs. Yeah, so once I click on product tabs, they can look like this. Okay, you guys see how they're changing, or they can look like this. Okay, let's wait for it to load. You guys are seeing now how they're looking, or they can look like this. Yeah, there's a description, then you have some related products, or they can look like this in a type 1 format. Now I'm just gonna leave it selected to type 1. Okay, and what I'm gonna do, actually what we should do is select maybe type 3. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, so description first and these. So remember guys, I had showed you that we had these drop down expandable whatevers, which are looking nice. So let me just close this and first exit out of the customizer to see how everything is looking. So now if I'm to zoom in just a little bit, so you can see that we have the issue, we have the price, we have the size and everything, we have the description that can be open, the additional information, then the reviews. So someone can leave a review here, though remember that we had selected that only people who have bought this product can leave a review. Okay, yeah, so now that is looking nice. Okay, if you had to disable that, for example, if I come to the dashboard and open it up real quick here, I can go to Woocommerce and I can go to settings, and I can go to products. Then I can scroll down under reviews. Yeah, I can uncheck this, and once that's unchecked and I save the changes, I can refresh this. Then probably everyone else can leave a review. Yeah, so I can come probably under reviews, and I'll select maybe this is a great product, something like that. So I give it 5 stars, and once I submit it, this product will show now as a 5-star rated product. Okay, yeah, so I think that is really nice. So moving on from here, we need to create the home page. I may need to show you guys the my account page, how users maybe can sign in. Yeah, so let me start on showing you guys how to create maybe accessing the my account page. And yeah, let's get started, because it's important, because once customers buy stuff, then they need to check their accounts. Okay, now to do that, let's go back to the dashboard. So I'll close this, then I'll scroll down to Elements Kit to header and footer. Then this main footer, I'll click on Edit with Elementor. Then once I'm here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on my account. Right here in my account, I'm gonna link to my account. I'm gonna search for a page called my account. So this is my account, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna click update. Okay, so now when I'm here, for example, if I exit out of this and I go and visit my store and I click on my account, it's gonna take me to a place where I can see my orders, the stuff I've downloaded, my address and account details, so customers can change their first name, username, email address and all that stuff, and view their order history. Okay, now that that's sorted and I've shown you guys how to create that, I think the major step that is left to this tutorial is to create the home page. Okay, now to create the home page, I'm going to click edit page. Okay, then once this opens up, I'm going to click edit with Elementor. All right, so I'm going to close this as we wait for Elementor to load up. So Elementor has finally loaded, but I don't want anything to show on my home page, reading home. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this setting icon. Then I'm going to come to page layout, and no, I'm going to click on hide title. Then also the page layout, I'm going to make it full width. Okay, then I'm going to click update. All right, now the page title is gone. Now we can start working on our home page. This is going to be really easy. If you're familiar with Elementor, it's going to be really easy for you, but this is just a basic drag and drop, and I'm going to explain everything I'm doing as simply as I can. Okay, so let's get started. First, we need to add a box or a container. So we're going to add one with a direction arrow pointing down like this, and I'm going to add a background to it. Okay, so you're going to come to style, and I'm going to go background type, choose an image and click on this plus icon. Then we're going to go select files and upload files. Okay, now the file that we're going to be using is this one that has 0. And once it's uploaded, I'm going to click on select, then it gets displayed. However, I want it to be positioned, it's center, display size cover, and the repeat, no repeat, attachment, I think that's okay. Then we're going to go to the advanced tab. Okay, then we're going to make the padding of around 150 to the top, then 150 to the bottom, not 1500, 150 to the bottom. All right, okay, now that's looking quite nice. However, I would like to add one widget, so I'll click on this plus icon right here, and I'll say spacer, and I'll just put it in. Okay, now if I'm click on this section, I want that every time a user comes and clicks, for example, on this section, it redirects them to the shop. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna click on layout. I go to advanced options. I go to, for example, a link. Then probably it's gonna be a shop. I don't know if it can search for the link, but it's not searching for the page. So probably, all right, it's here. Yeah, thank God. All right, so every time someone clicks on this image, get 60% off. They're gonna be redirected to the shop page. Okay, simple as that. Okay, now the next thing, we wanna add some images right here, but they're gonna be 4 images. Okay, so now I'm gonna click the plus icon and add an image here. Okay, so I'll copy this image and paste it here, and paste it here, and paste it here once again. Okay, now let's throw in some images. Okay, so I'm gonna click on the image right here, go to upload files. I'll select the file that I want to upload, then probably insert a few categories that I want to display, and once they get uploaded, I'm gonna select one by one. So this for the first one, in this I'll click and upload. The second one, in this I'll click and upload and select the third one, and probably this I'll select this fourth one, and it will look as neat as that. Okay, so now probably this is too wide and I want to leave some space to the top and bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the settings, this section right here, and I click on it, and I'm going to go to the advanced tab right here, and I'm going to give it, and make sure this is unlinked. Okay, so we give it a 50 top margin and a 50 bottom margin. Then let's see how everything is looking. Probably I also want this to be, should it be full width? I think it can remain boxed, yeah, though I want to add some padding from the left and the right. Okay, so if I add maybe 100 to the right, then 100 to the left, let's see if that's too big or that's too small. I think that's just fine, yeah, for the categories. Now you can link these to different categories. For example, if someone select this image, you can say custom URL and type in kids. So every time someone clicks on this, it should redirect, for example, to the kids category. I don't know why it's not even showing up, but yeah, let's see what the dynamic tag. Oh, these are dynamic tags are for the Elementor Pro, but nonetheless, let's go to the shop section, and if someone clicks kids, for example, we can copy this link address and just sort of paste it in here, yeah. And you can do the same thing for this. For example, if someone is looking for sales items, and I will copy this link address, okay, and this is a link address that I'm copying, yeah. And now I'm selecting the one that's of sales. I come to custom URL, and I'll just paste it in here. Yeah? So you can do the same thing with these two. Yeah, I think you guys get the idea. Now we're having also gonna add, I think, some images. Yeah, for example, let me see. First I may need to add a column or a section or a container with a downward direction arrow. Then I'm gonna add in some text. Yeah, and this text is gonna be best sellers. Maybe we can add in some best sellers, shoes or something like that. So we can go to style. Before we go to style, well, still under content, you can center it. Then we can go to style, make sure the color is black. In the typography, I think the weight can be as bold as it gets. So 900 is good enough. Then what we are gonna do is we're gonna add some products, yeah, down below. So to add some products, you're gonna use a shortcode, but for Woocommerce. So you come here and search for shortcode. I'm gonna drag it under bestsellers, then I'm gonna paste it down the shortcode. Yeah, so I'm gonna say product limit 4, and it's basically what I'm telling the computer is display for products. Yeah, so in case you need more about shortcodes, you can search for Woocommerce shortcodes. Yeah, so you can display products within different categories, products that are on sale, products that a bunch of different things. Okay, but now let me see, let me take a look. Yeah, I think these are fine. However, I think they're looking fine. Yeah, they're looking fine. Yeah, so now what I'm gonna do after I've added this, I'm gonna add in some extra images. For example, let's say I add these 2 columns and I add an image right here. Maybe let me duplicate this. Yeah, I can duplicate this and duplicate it one more time. Yeah, I think that will do. And I'll just have this deleted. Okay, so now I'm gonna click on this image right here, and let me add some another image. Yeah, so as you guys can see, I'm just playing around with images here and there. Stuff is really not as hard as it looks. So I'm looking for some images, but I can't find them. Oh, they're right here. So I think I'm gonna upload this, and this, and I'm gonna open them up. And I'm gonna select this to be here, and select this to be in the middle right here, and on the right I'm gonna select something like this. All right, and what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna add some margins of something like 50-50 or 77 to the top and the bottom. So 70, and that should look nice. It does look nice. Okay, and yeah, I like it already. Okay, so now what we can do is I want to duplicate this, so I'm going to copy this and paste it under here. So yes, paste it under here. Then I'll say ways to show, ways to shop. Okay, now while I'm here, I think I'm gonna add a carousel. Let me search for carousel, an image carousel down under here. Then I'm gonna add about 4, 5, or 6 images. So I'm gonna select files and upload them. And the files I wanna use are these. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this should be enough. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select all of these that have been uploaded. They've just taken a little bit long, but now they are almost done, and they're done. Let me upload this, and I'll click insert gallery. Okay, now they have been inserted, and for the number of slides to show, I'm gonna make it 4. Okay, and the image stretch is gonna be no, the arrows and dots are gonna be present, and maybe you can leave arrows alone. Yeah, they can link to maybe the shop, I think, or a specific category if you guys are interested in that. And what I'm gonna do is so for slide to scroll, I think it should be 1, or I'll leave it at default. Then the image resolution, I'm gonna say large. Yeah, so now, so they're now sort of a little bit, you know, bigger. So if I'm to kick out of this, it's looking like this. Okay, now let me go to the style tab. Yeah, so the arrows, I want them outside, and they should be of color black. Yeah, so the way that looks is something like this. Yeah, and one last thing I would like to add, once I click on images, I would like to add a spacing. Okay, I think when you add a custom spacing, then everything just falls into place. Yeah, so I think they should autoplay, and they are looking nice. All right, let me see if it's a once to slide to scroll. My animation is not working, but it should work unless I selected lesser images. All right, I'll just leave it as default. All right, okay, I think now that's better, and yeah, that is better now. All right, so this is done. So I'm gonna copy this again. I hope it works again, and I'm gonna paste it in here. Okay, then, oh my god, let me leave some spacing to the top. So I'm gonna click on this section icon and go to advanced, and let me leave something 50 to the top space and 50 to the bottom. Okay, then actually I won't leave anything to the bottom, because what I want to do is I want to add like 4 images. Is it? Or 1 to, well, close to 1 2 3 4 5 images. Okay, maybe we make them 5, so we can duplicate this. Then come to this hamburger, this menu icon right here, then click to add images. I'm gonna click, so maybe let me just, oh sorry about that, maybe let me just copy this and just paste it here, paste this here, paste this here, paste this here. Then we change this to say shop, oh sorry, shop by brand. All right, so then we insert some brands in here. Let me upload these files. So I'm gonna select files, and I'm gonna select all these, and I click open. Then they are gonna start uploading. So I'm gonna click on select. Okay, then I'm gonna keep adding these images that I've just uploaded from the media library. So I'm gonna add Reebok. What other brand should we add? There is Nike, and there is New Balance. Come on, and let's add maybe Canvas. Yeah, let's add Canvas. So when someone sees shop by brand, it's looking nice. Okay, now what we can do is we can also add maybe a button that redirects people to buy from the brand, to shop by brand. Yeah, so we can say maybe shop all brands, something like this. Okay. Oh, this was a horrible mistake. So let me just copy this. Oh, I don't need to copy it. Actually, I can just drag it away. And okay, let me just create one section right here that I can drag it into. Then maybe I can center it. So shop all brands. Maybe it links to the brands page. So if I search for brands right here, I can't see it, but since I can't see it, let me just copy it, copy link address, and I'll just paste it in right here. All right, so I can go to the style and make sure the typography is Poppins. Come on, Poppins. And the size of the button can stay as it is. However, the background color, hold on, can be black. And the typography really needs to be extremely small to make it look much better. So I think 12 pixels is okay. And the weight can be, I think 600 could do. And I feel like this really looks nice. But let's add some spacing, okay, to the bottom. So I'm gonna click on this section right here, come to advanced, remove the linkage, then maybe make it 50 pixels to the bottom. Okay, so now this is how everything is looking on our new WooCommerce web homepage. Okay, so now if you were to take a look specifically at the mobile version, how everything is looking, if I'm to select mobile, then you need to start tinkering with things, okay, because now things are starting to look messy. Okay, so when you come to the background right here, one thing I like to do in such cases, like I like to unlink it, then give it a new padding, for example, of like 80 bottom. Yeah, now that looks kind of neat. Okay, then for this I still have to leave the paddings out so that the categories get displayed. Maybe we can add maybe a 10 pixel padding. Yeah, space is really important when it comes to web design. Okay, then for the best sellers, you guys can see the shoes and everything is looking nice, and yeah, everything is looking nice for the products. Nothing to complain about. The images right here also looking nice. The ways to shop are looking nice, so someone can scroll through these, yeah, really easily. And the brands that we are selling, by the way, this can link to a different brand, so in case you have a brand that you're working with, you can change a specific URL to redirect to a certain category. Okay, so now everything just looks really good. Yeah, so let's update that. Okay, and we take a look at our site. So this is what we've built so far, and I'm real proud of it. And yeah, everything really looks cool. The website is functional. You can do a lot of stuff with it. Okay, so now let's just try to do a demo purchase and we see what we can do with this. All right, so let's say we want to buy this shoe. Okay, then we read about it and everything, we're interested, then we select a color, we click add to cart. Show has been added to cart. We click on the cart, we view the cart, and cart is looking nice. Everything is looking nice. Total of $318. We can proceed to checkout. Okay. So then the customer can add like stuff like their email address, their names and everything. Yeah, all this information can be added. What else? And they can see their total of 318. They can choose a payment gateway of their preferred choice, and they can place the order. Okay, so if I click place order, I'll select this. Sorry guys, I'll just randomly select this information. All right, then I'll click place order. So now let's say thank you, your order has been placed and received. Okay, and when someone checks out their account, they can see the orders that they have made. So you can see that this order 183, it's still processing. Yeah, so when I come to my dashboard in the back end, you have to manage orders. Okay, and Woocommerce has both. You can manage them both here in your Google Chrome browser or an application, because Woocommerce offers a mobile application that is really good. So you can come to orders. Okay, then you can see an order from Enoch right here, and you can change it to status completed, and you can view the order details and everything. Yeah, and you can manage them from here. This is really easy. So you can click update. Okay, so someone can see here that their orders has been updated, it has been completed, it has been cancelled. Yeah, so one thing that I'm going to show you guys, I think this tutorial has been lengthy, but I'm going to show you guys how to ensure that actually these emails are sent and received. Because now I've placed an order, but when you go to check my email, yeah, there is no email that I've received from Woocommerce. Yeah, even when I check the spam. Yep, let's check the spam and see. All right, it has gone to the spam straight. I was complaining that I haven't received any emails, but I've just gone to the spam directly. Yeah, so it's gonna say thanks for shopping with us with this damn Woocommerce color. Yeah, order this and this, and just really looks basically plain and so unprofessional. But I think I'm going to create a tutorial right after this one. It's just because this one has been lengthy and I'm somehow a little bit tired. But I'm going to show you a way where you can ensure that instead of these emails going to the junk straight, they need to go to the inbox itself right here. Yeah, so this is dangerous. Usually Google sends these emails to spam, but I'm going to show you a way to ensure that they're delivered to your customer's mailbox, not the spam. Okay, then also how to customize these. Yeah, so you can put your logos, your brand colors, everything, some upsells, some promotional offers, some discount codes in here. I'm going to show you guys a way to really create this simply. Okay, so that has been it for the tutorial, guys. I just want to thank you for watching through all this long, and I'm hoping that you guys catch the next tutorial. So thanks for watching. Please leave a like, a subscription, and turn on notifications for the new upcoming videos. And yeah, take care. Catch you on the next one.